What's poppin', lads, and welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 for stage number 8 of the 2010 Tour de France with Garmin transitions. Uh, One of the weirdest Tour de France as of yet, so if you haven't seen the previous episodes, then I really recommend you to do so. Like, actually, I urge you to do it because it's completely and utterly mad. Um, and it's not like me trying to get you to watch my videos because I want views, right? This is genuinely a madness. But yeah, if you've seen the previous episodes, then cheers, love that. We have today 101 kilometers on our hands. The first really tough stage of this Tour de France. I mean, it's not. It's the toughest stage we've had yet, between Tournus and Tournus actually, and the Station des Rousses, where Lilian Calmejean had won, I think, in 2016. But yeah, multiple climbs today, starting with the Côte de l'Aubépin, then the Grange de Dessia, la Côte d'Aranto, la Côte du barrage de Vouglan, then la Côte sorry, le col de la Croix de Serra, my bad, and finally the Côte de l'Amoura, which is 17 kilometers before the end of the stage. I'm expecting a lot of things GC-wise to happen. Hopefully we can stay close to Alexander Vinokurov, currently wearing the yellow jersey. And if we can get any closer, that'd be absolutely brilliant. But with that in mind, let's go for stage 8 of this Tour de France. All right, another great day on the board for Ryder Hesjedal. Good thing for him is that Christian van der Velde does have a +1 today, which will help him. Same for David Miller. No intermediate sprint today, so it is very likely that the green jersey stays on the shoulders of Oscar Freire. Oscar Freire, with his 77 sprint, hills, could potentially, right, and this is a big if, but if the rhythm isn't high in the climbs, he could most likely fight to get the win today. So we'll have to pace. I don't know with who because we don't really have a team axed towards the GC. We've only got like what 2 guys able to climb, 3 if you count David Zabriskie. So yeah, it'll definitely be an interesting thing to watch. We got here Georgien Kepe, who used to be runner-up of this Tour de France, and then the flat stages happened, and he's now 5 minutes down. I still can't believe that, but sure, why not? Already some attacks that we have Carlos Barreto. You can see that the first stage is there because actual good riders are now going in the breakaway. And because everyone is more than 2 minutes behind in the GC now, I mean that's going to help the peloton to let these guys go. I just want Tyler to be at the front. Thank you very much, big man. We're gonna have Martin Mascant protecting right Hesjedal. There we go. And unless Manuel Cardozo, okay, so he paces, great. Can I take a look at the breakaway or should we wait? We'll wait until the first climb. Right, we are in the first KOM and the peloton has finally let the breakaway go. So it's time to take a look at who makes the 16-man group at the front. We have Maxime Bouet, Michael Barry, Nikita. Actually, well, we'll see all the attacks. Michael Barry attacks with Terp Stridewell, Vasil Kirienka, Benoît Vaugrenard, Andreas Clear, John Gadret. Interesting. Gregory Rast, Kevin Seldryers, Amech Churuka, Carlos Barredo, Christophe Riblon, Dimitri Champion, Julien Fares, Maxime Bouet, and Francisco Reda. It's going to be the 2 points today for Vasil Kirienka ahead of the Canadian. It's a guy from Belarus ahead of Canada. Interesting podium here. Also, can I just say that I feel like Age Desert sent was that's 3, that's 4, that's 4 riders in the break. So half the Age Desert team is in the break, and none of them managed to come back or actually to just pace on the guy in front. Absolutely brilliant tactics from the French team. There's been a crash in the peloton. Crash involving Linus Gerdeman, Lance Armstrong, and Julian Dean, and also Jürgen van den Broek and Roman Kreuzer. It's just good riders and Julian Dean. Great, love that. The entire Milram team and Cervelo are going to wait for their respective leaders. Same for Lotto, Omega Pharma Lotto, but they should eventually come back. Julian Dean may, you know what? I'm just try not to get dropped because if you do get dropped now, it's not going to be good if you get dropped in like the next line by this group. I've said group and dropped too many times in the sentence, but it's fine. Right, the rhythm has heavily increased. We are now nearing the third KOM of the day, the Côte d'Aranto. I don't know who got the points at the second one. It was Michael Barry. So Michael Barry is now on 2 points. Attacks at the front. Vasil Kirienka with Amech Churuka in the wheel. Barry jumps directly in the wheel of the Spanish rider. No one. Right, Ajay Zerme, what are you doing? You sent 4 riders in the breakaway, including the polka dot jersey, and none of you are doing something. It's gonna be... No. Is that 1 point for Kirienka? Yeah, 1 point for Kirienka, 2 for Ahmed Chiruka, and none for Rage Desert. Brilliant. Right, I may have like killed Van Smeuren because I've asked him to get water during the descent, and I did not realize that the roads of the Côte du Barrage de Vouglan were extremely narrow. So yeah, I think Van Smeuren might not be able to come back at the front, which is an L. Goodbye, Johan. You've been a great servant to this team, and I'm also going to need David Miller to get a move on to go and protect Radereja because Martin Mascant is nearly over. Right, as suspected, everybody and their mother got blocked, including the yellow jersey, who's 30 seconds behind us. He'll most likely come back. But yeah, we've lost David Miller and David Zabriskie, which is not ideal, to say the least. We're going to try and get water first with Martin Mascant, and then we'll advise of what we do with Ryder Hejal and Christian Bonneveld. Col de la Croix de la Serra, and it is a huge acceleration from Fabian Cancellara trying to catch some of the guys. As des Arles Mondial with, again, the weirdest tactics. They have now dropped their polka dot jersey to have John Gadret on his own. I don't understand it, but why not, I guess. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? David Miller is going to come back in this group thanks to a huge effort. Also, why the fuck was Robbie Hunter protecting David Zabriskie? I don't know. No, why the fuck was Robbie Hunter in the wheel of David Zabriskie? But we're going to catch the peloton with David Miller. Huge work by the British rider. Not sure if he'll be able to hold on in the first group, but we're going to try either way. We're approaching the summit of the Col de la Croix de la Serra, and it's going to be a fast move by John Gadret, Chiruka in the wheel, Carlos Barredo, Benoît Renard, Vasil Kirienka is out. Vasil Kirienka says goodbye, same for Julien Fares. John Gadret is out of energy as well. It's going to be a counter-attack by Carlos Barredo, and it's going to be 5 points for the Spanish rider of Quick Step, unless John Gadret can make a slight comeback towards the end, or late comeback actually. No, it's going to be Barredo, Chiruka, Gadret, Vaugrenard. I think Carlos Barredo takes the lead in this classification. We have 43 kilometers left, a 45-man peloton, no signs of Oscar Freire, which is absolutely perfect. Tyler Farrar is going to hold on in whichever group he is. Great job. Zabriskie and David Miller are still there, so is Johan van Smeuren. Huge work from the entire team right now. Right, it's officially the final climb of the day. This is where things are going to get... I mean, if things do get heated, it's now or never. And I'm seeing already an acceleration maybe from Robert Rezink, or maybe he's just pacing to catch Dennis Menchov. That is a possibility. Who's at the front? We have Kirienka, we've got Gadret, Vaugrenard, Chiruka, Barredo. Kirienka is just behind, so is Julien Fares. But they're not going to come back on the peloton. Peloton currently paced by Fabian Cancellara and Val Boissenhagen. Alright. David Miller in last place of the group. Van der Velde is protecting the Ryder Hejal. That is absolutely ideal. Ryder Hejal is getting blocked by Karsten Krohn. That is not ideal. David Miller has been dropped by David Zabriskie. That is not ideal. Actually, if you lot could come back, that'd be genuinely great. 10k until the summit of this climb. 120 is the lead for the breakaway as Carlos Barredo made a move. Apparently. It looks apparently attacked, not sure when. Alright. If Zabriskie could come back and not get blocked, that'd be nice. And for the second time today, David Miller is going to come back on the first group. Huge work by the British rider. Like, genuinely massive. We're going to be in the wheel of Ryder Hejal. 3k to go until the summit of the Côte de l'Amour. Currently, it's Contador pacing with Alexander Kolomnev. Oh. So it's that kind of a race, yeah? Great. Let's try to accelerate just for a few seconds with Ryder Hejal to see what would happen. Obviously, David Miller will get dropped by doing that. I know, I'm aware. I just want to like test the waters a bit and maybe catch these guys if we need to like have one day fight for the Procurator classification. We've dropped Robert Rezink, we've dropped David Miller, and we've stopped pacing. It is now with Val Boissenhagen taking the lead of the peloton, which means that because he's dead, Robert Rezink will come back. Same applies for David Miller, and I am now waiting for an attack of anyone or none. If no one makes a move, this is going to be weird because no one can sprint in my team now, correct? No one can sprint. Great. It could be a win for Ronaldo Nocentini. It could be a win for Alexander Vinokurov. It could be a win. It's anyone's race, to be fair now. Right, we're going to take the lead of the peloton. We're going to take the lead of the peloton. It's going to be David Miller pacing with Christian van der Velde and Ryder Hesjedal in the wheel. None of these guys are able to sprint. That is not part of their qualities, but we're going to try either way. David Miller will start the sprint if he can hold on until the final 3K. Otherwise, it'll be Christian van der Velde. I think it's going to have to be Christian van der Velde, actually. As we enter the Station des Rousses, there's nothing, no hilly bit, nothing, just a little downhill section. As Van der Velde has started his effort, there goes Ryder Hesjedal. I'm hoping that maybe the corners might change something, but no, it's going to be a win today for Mr. Joaquin Rodriguez. It's going to be actually Popovic in second. Yep, Popovic in second. Alexander Kolobnev in third. Kunigo, Schleck, Bosnag, and Kate Evans. Claudin, Vinokurov, Rogers, Chulka, Hesjedal in 12th position. We finished in the leaders group. That is all I asked, and the guys delivered. Absolutely brilliant stuff from the boys. No one's going to get out of delays in the team because the delays are 51 minutes, and Julian Dean is the furthest guy in the team, 15 minutes down on the back. Win for Joaquin Rodriguez. He might be 12 minutes down in the GC, but he's still there. Good there actually for Katusha, finishing third as well with Alexander Kolobnev. As I said, I'm not a sprinter, so Ryder Hesjedal finishing in 12th position is kind of unexpected with a 57 sprint when you have a 33-man group, but it happened. No one in the GC got dropped. What does that mean in the top 10? Some others did disappear from the top 10, mainly the likes of Mark Cavendish and whoever else was there, because there's now Thomas Vauclair in 8th place when he was 11th. But we are still 37 seconds behind Alexander Vinokurov. Right, points-wise, it is still Oscar Freire. Mountain-wise, it is Carlos Barredo. 1 point ahead of Image. Churuka, the rider of Quickstep, takes the lead. Best young rider is still Andy Schleck. Mark Cavendish lost 14 minutes today. That's what I expected. And the best team is still Garmin Transitions. Love that. Big work from David Miller today to retain the classification. As we'll now have, I think, the first mountain stage. Indeed, Station des Rousses Morzine avant as derby for the next stage of the 2010 Tour de France with Garmin Transitions. If you've enjoyed it, then please do leave a like down below, and I shall see you in the very near future. Stay safe, wash your hands. I've been Blacko. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys, and goodbye.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from Beeling. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with the bat. Snapping with a phone and dab. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sit blockbuster.